For 14 years, Ben posted the same 156 words every day on social media. Why? I'll say that again. For 14 years, Ben posted the same 156 words every day on social media. Why?
He was obviously really into those... when I type this statement, I do not give permission to Facebook to allow them to see my pictures and use them. And they now... Doesn't mean anything. It doesn't work. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mr. Reinhardt. It's not going to help.
Yep, that was exactly where my brain went. Little furious that you've stolen it.
I mean, to be fair, he's a little furious that Facebook have stolen all his stuff, so...
Makes sense.
True. It all balances out.
I wonder how important do we think which 14 years it is?
Ooh,
It sounds like an early thing rather than a later thing, maybe. And it couldn't have been Twitter, could it, in the early days? Because wasn't that the character count lower?
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
156 words.
Not even close.
Oh, yeah, words. There's no way. Sorry, yes, words. I was listening. Shut up. So,
No, you absolutely were. I wasn't calling you out on that. You're correct. The character count is 160 characters, and you say it's 156 words, but the words were not all posted at once.
Well, for people watching the video, you could see Tom's face. He was calling her out.
yeah, I mean, it's fine. I'm used to it. It's fine. All I'll say is 156 is 13 times 12. That might be significant.
Intriguing.
There we go.
How much do we have to focus on the maths of this?
Who knows? I mean, there were numbers. That's always a thing.
I don't think you'll be able to guess the maths of this, but honestly, 13 times 12...
Bizarre.
And for 14 years, it's 12, 13, 14.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut, because knowing that little bit of times tables, it's not going to be a big clue, but...
I mean, maybe, does this person have an extra finger? Because that would make sense if you're doing cuneiform counting, your 12 times tables. That's
Say
what I'm
what?
sort of saying. Well, that's why everything's in 12s is because in the olden days, you'd count with your each little part of your finger. So you'd use your thumb as the counter, and the top of the index, and the middle, and then the end. And so you've got 12, and you've got a 12 by 12 count, which is 144. So if you had an extra finger on this side, just an extra half little nub, if you got your nub at the end, then you could count to 13.
You could get a few more into that.
Exactly,
How
so it'd be
interesting.
156. Not really, no, but I'm panicking because I have no idea of the answer.
Well, I like what you've done, because if this was every year and you've already split this up into 12 times 13, was it actually 13 words a month? Something like that?
Ooh.
Now, not quite, but you are closer than you might think. 156 words every day.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's every day.
Yeah.
So
it can't be the date.
Did he start every single day by saying it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, and just go for the whole thing? That's probably 156 words, right?
I'm pretty sure I had that as a trivia question tiebreaker once. How many words are in that sentence?
156.
I don't think it was that many. I want to say it was 80-something, but I can't remember.
Dang.
Way more than the Lord's Prayer and the Paternoster and stuff.
Take your word for that.
How long's Lorem Ipsum?
When you say best of times and worst of times, again, you keep circling the answer in ways that I cannot make puns on right now without giving you the answer.
It was the 13 times, 12 of times. I'm putting them together.
I've never heard of so many correct-ish things get said.
Right?
I think we might be just missing the whole motivation of this person doing this. So I'm assuming, we're all assuming that he's like us and therefore wanting to show off in some clever way. So maybe this is just somebody, I don't know, who misunderstands the use of social media and is just panicking and trying to sort of Googling the same thing every day, but failing. I don't know.
Oh, it's grandma just trying to do her Google searches.
Yeah, it could be. It could be that. I don't know.
There was only one word, and it was posted 156 times.
So 156 times a day. So what happens?
One word, 156.
So, and you've got 13. So it's once. No, it's not once an hour, is it? So hang on. 12. So 13 words every hour. So is it just the time?
Kind of, Izzy, yeah.
It's kind of the time.
Yeah. It was the best of times and the worst of times, which is why I didn't want to make that joke.
So hang on. So they're posting roughly, on average, 13 words every hour. That's what we've got.
It's not every hour because it's we figured out 13 times 12. So it wouldn't be 13 an hour. It'd be 13 for every AM hour or from 6 to 6.
Yes, it would. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I just assumed, I assumed that natural, working hours in a week type thing.
Yeah, it to me, this feels like, how whenever it's 11:11, you go, oh, wow, it's 11:11, make a wish. I think it's like that, but I don't know how many times that occurs in a day. Like, it's 1 minute past 1.
I like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Or, yeah, but, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you trying to suggest that he's like posting the number 5 every time a 5 appears on the clock?
Every time a 69 appears, he comments nice.
I'm going to say, Billy, that happens very irregularly on a clock.
16:90, which is 5:30 in the evening.
No, it's past 4.
17:30.
90.
16:90 is 17:30 on his metric clock.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Going to read you the question again. For 14 years, Ben posted the same 156
Oh, he
words
says
every day.
bong, doesn't he? That
There we go.
Big Ben!
Talk me through
I
it.
was going to make a statement saying, oh, it's ding dong every time, but that went, that's 2 words. You're being silly.
When the clock struck 13 and he bombed 13 times.
Izzy, do you want to run us through what this was?
So Big Ben is the name actually of the bell rather than the clock, but it presumably has its own social media account. And Big Ben, if you don't know, you've been to London, there's a big clock. It's outside the House of Parliament. I actually know it's what's written around it. I know the lyrics to the Ding Dong Ding Dong, by the way, just so you know. They have lyrics. I mean, as an aside,
you do now have to quote the lyrics. I'm sorry, you don't have to sing them, but you
okay. So everybody goes da 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 da, and it's all through this hour, Lord be my guide, and by thine power no foot shall slide. Is basic, and it's written on the inside of the bell tower apparently. Anyway, there's a fact. I know something.
Yes.
Big Ben obviously has its own social media account, and so therefore is telling everybody the time on social media, which roughly adds up to 156 words a day for the past 14 years. And then for some reason it stopped.
The maths on it is 1 + 2 + 3 + 4, all the way up to 12, twice a day. It posted bong. It just posted bong at 1 o'clock, bong bong at 2 o'clock, and so on and so on. This was an unofficial account. This was just someone who, in the early days of Twitter, set up a bot to post that and found a lot of people following it. There was a bit of a fuss when the actual managers of Big Ben decided that they wanted the account. A bit of a kerfuffle there. But yes, this was the unofficial Twitter account, Big Ben Clock, which was closed down in March 2024 when Twitter changed over to X and closed down all the old bot accounts. The Lateral Producers Club is at lateralcast.com if you would like more Lateral, fewer adverts, and to support the show.